Okay, so we have a test on Tuesday of next week. Today we're going to finish our assignment that we did the notes for on Tuesday of this week. Tomorrow, Friday, and Monday, we're going to spend 2 days reviewing for our test, which is next Tuesday. We're going to have plenty of time to be ready, but we are definitely going to get good grades on our own because it's one of the major grades for the first 9 weeks. We want to start strong, right? So this warm-up is definitely something you have to know how to do. So if it doesn't make sense, sounds like you have questions that you should be asking me to make it clear in your mind. So let's do it. Number 1. We said that parallel lines mean the slope is what? Exactly the same. So my M slope has to be 3. And then I have a point, that's my x1, and my y1. Do you have a question? Do you have a question? Do you have a question? I don't want to hear anything right now. For sure. So x1, y1. Now let's take that into this formula up here, point slope formula. Y equals, so instead of m, we got our 3, parentheses, x minus, and then our x1, our x value, is 2, parentheses, and then we do plus y1. Now, plus negative 3, typically you don't see plus a negative, usually you just see a minus sign, but either way, it's fine. If you got that far, you're on your way. Very good. But you really need to simplify it. So we need to distribute and combine like terms. So 3 times x gives us what? Okay. And then 3 times negative 2 is minus 6. And then plus negative 3, we will write it as a minus sign 3. And then combine like terms, right? Okay, good. 3x minus 9. That is mx plus b. You've got to be able to start with an equation and a point and get me a new equation. Okay? That's how you do it. Now, if you got number 2, I hope you read it carefully. Okay, because number 1 was about parallel. Number 2 says, write an equation of a line, what? Perpendicular. Now, parallel, the slope was the same, but for perpendicular, it's going to change, right? So, what are the 2 changes we change on a perpendicular slope? Okay. Okay. So does everybody know, and I mean everybody know, that we take that slope and we change the sign and we flip it? Okay? Again, every time you see perpendicular, if I were you, I would write that slope somewhere off to the side. I like to write perpendicular because that's what I'm talking about. And do the 2 changes. So negative becomes positive. 1 over 2 flips to become 2 over 1. This is my new M. So I want you to imagine, if you're taking the test and you're thinking, oh, I remember doing this, we just used the same slope. If you use negative 1/2, you're going to do all this work and it will all be wrong. So again, keywords are important. Perpendicular. Flip and change the sign. So negative to positive. If it was positive, it would turn negative either way. Okay. Now, let's use that in our formula. Y equals, what's my M? 2 over 1 is the same thing as 2. So whole numbers are fine. Parentheses x minus. Now, my x is a negative 3. So I'm going to subtract negative 3. And that minus negative, you can write over, make it a plus sign because it's the same thing as a plus. Okay. And then afterwards, plus 5. Okay. So we used our perpendicular slope, we plugged in our point, and now we have to do 2 steps, distribute and combine. So 2 times x, 2 times 3, and then we bring down the plus 5, and then we combine like terms, So 2x plus 6 plus 5 is 11. Now, I hope your confidence level on doing this is a little bit higher. You have to be able to do that on Tuesday. Like, literally, you must be able to do this on your own. So is there any questions on any step? Which one, parallel or perpendicular? Very important. You got to know what it is, okay? Now, 2 days ago, we did notes on inductive reasoning, right? And it was 3 pages that were stapled. Okay, the first page was notes, and that's something that you could have if you didn't already. You can remove it. I don't think we did that last time, but I would like for you to remove the first page. The second 2 pages are going to be the assignment, okay? Okay. So the assignment is 2 pages that are stapled after the notes, and it says WS for worksheet, inductive reasoning. Okay? Now, you definitely want to hear this if you're in regulars, this class is, okay? I only expect you to do numbers 1 through 13, which means the very last page, on the back of the last page, you don't have to do 14 and onward, okay? Pre-AP, though, will do the whole thing. You are, of course, allowed to try it, but we really want to focus on helping people with 1 through 13 first. So, again, the assignment, it was given on Tuesday. If you need it, there's extra copies of the assignment and the filled out notes in the blue bin, last 2 folders. So that's what we're going to try to finish today, because tomorrow we're going to review, finish the review on Monday. Going to definitely try to work on that over the weekend, and then Tuesday is our test, okay? Let's go ahead and get started.